we'll tell you more about this place, but let me just say, this is the first time we've ever had a fenced-in yard, and we're kind of loving it. Hey y'all, and welcome back to Our Road Less Traveled. Well, it probably seems like we hadn't been traveling very much the last couple of weeks, but we're back on track and gonna bring you along this week for some adventures.
So just so y'all know, we were supposed to head to Maine, but we had a family thing come up. If you know, you know. If not, anyway, we are not in Maine. We ended up going down to the southeast, and so we changed our plans. But we're going to dedicate this entire video. We heard through the grapevine that we have a follower named Sue Sweeten that loves watching our stuff. So for the 4 other people out there that are like Sue, we're going to dedicate this entire video to her. And it's basically just going to be some maintenance on the rig. We've got a few things that we've got to get fixed, and kind of 2, maybe 3 product reviews, but we'll get into those here in just a minute. All right, I don't know if any of y'all saw my other video, but this is made by Latchet. It's not the RV Lock. And the reason we went with Latchet was because it was a smaller company, and honestly, everybody else went with RV Lock. As you know, on our channel, Our Road Less Followed, well, that means we don't use the same products everybody, or at least we try not to.
Our Road Less Followed?
Our Road Less Traveled. We try and use different products instead of what everybody else is using. Well, this thing, I don't know if you can not hear that, but this whole keypad thing has just died. Mm-hmm. Well, here's where I'm a little red-assed over this. This is supposed to have a lifetime warranty. So we called Latchet. Well, let me rephrase that. We tried to call Latchet.
They don't have a phone number.
They don't have a phone number anymore. They disabled their phone support. The only way that you can get them is to send an email, and it goes through some ticketing system. And they sent me instructions on defaulting it, taking the batteries out, look for a shorted wire. Well, I'd already done all that. None of that worked. So I told them it didn't work. And they said, well, send us a video of it not working. And I was like, how do you send a video of something not working? I mean, so anyway, I put together a little video and sent it to them. And they're like, we'll replace it this time. I was like, you know what? Keep your crap. We already fixed it. So what I did was, and it pains me to do this, we're going with RV Lock like everybody else. Yeah. So today's thing is going to be unboxing that, replacing this, and so I'm going to take this off the rig real quick and we'll get this show on the road. It's real easy.
Yeah. While he's doing that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our last couple of weeks. So we had, like Clay said, some family stuff come up. We went to Georgia. We had to help our kids get packed up to move. We spent a little time at Talona Ridge. Well, actually, we spent 2 weeks at Talona Ridge. We met some new Switch crew, hung out with them, watched the sunset, watched a football game. And then we met the Banks. We met Belinda and Dwayne Banks, and we did not get a picture with them, but I'm going to put their channel up here, so go follow them if you don't follow them already. And next time we get together, we will have to get a picture.
All right, so this is real easy. That just comes apart right there. It's got a quick little disconnect, and then this snaps right out of the front. And that's it. But as you can see, there's no damage to the wire or any of that, you know. So the fact is, that circuit board or something just died. And they should have warrantied it. But
Yeah, I mean, I think lifetime warranty should mean
Lifetime warranty.
if it breaks, we replace it.
So this is actually pretty, I saved all this hardware in case I need it. So it's actually pretty well boxed up. This is their new, supposedly their new version 4 or whatnot. What's impressive is as soon as I bought it, they actually emailed me instructions to
a video
on YouTube as to how to put it together.
Yep.
So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm assuming that's going to be my hardware, but.
And we don't get anything free. We pay for stuff.
Yeah,
because we don't
pay
know, you know, we don't want to promote something we have never used, and we've never used it, so.
So it's basically the same.
Yep.
I mean.
Ooh, that's a little unstable.
Mouthful to Todd. All right, so I think the striker plate's going to be in here.
You keep leaving the door open like there aren't stink bugs in North Carolina.
It comes with 2 remotes, just like, you know, our Latchet did, and it comes with 2 keys. Now, I like these keys already. I like these keys better, and I'll show you why. Because that's the Latchet key that we've actually had to rely on because we couldn't get in and out of the rig, and that is the exact same shape and size as the cargo doors, and they're easy to get confused. I mean, they're literally identical. So got those.
Cool.
All right, I am going to, it looks like we're going to replace the striker plate. It's the same. They give you two kind of striker plates. So if yours comes with that and you need it, then I guess you use that. We are going to use this one. Let's just make sure. Yeah.
While he's getting that together, I'm going to show you our beautiful little private site that has its own yard. Hey, Stella. Stella is loving it here. We'll tell you more about this place in a couple of weeks, but let me just say, this is the first time we've ever had a fenced-in yard, and we're kind of loving it. While I am showing you this beautiful, spacious, fenced-in site, I'm going to talk a little bit about the 1,000 Trails that we were just at. So I thought since we were leaving Georgia, we'd go maybe see some leaves changing in North Carolina. So the closest one that I could find to the Blue Ridge Parkway was Lenore, 1,000 Trails, Green Mountain. Y'all, I cannot tell you how many stink bugs we had to fight at that place. Now, it could just be a North Carolina thing. It could just be the area. I don't know. So far, we've had none here, except for the ones that traveled with us. Yes, they did. But that's why I was fussing at him for leaving the door open. Like, we haven't had a million stink bugs in the last week. But I guess he can't work on the door without the door open, huh? Anyway, so very tight. The spaces were very tight. The roads were pretty bad. The stink bugs were awful. It was one of those places where, I don't want to be dramatic, but when you stay at certain places, it's like you feel like the life's getting sucked out of you. I know that hearing myself say it, that does sound very dramatic. But it was one of those places where you didn't want to sit outside. And to us, that is pretty important, that we want to sit outside. And the weather was really nice. We just didn't want to be outside because it wasn't that kind of place. There was a lot of, and we didn't know until this trip that they're allowed full-time, like yearly annual sites at 1,000 Trails. And that was news to us.
Yep.
But anyway, getting back to the project.
Easy peasy. You just tuck that wire in there like that. That sits right in there like that. You've got 2 holes and 2 screws that your striker plate is gonna go on.
It doesn't fit the
I
other
don't know
one.
if that's the way it's supposed to go, but that's the way it's gonna go.
Okay. Woohoo!
All right, that's that part. Now, new striker plate. We are going to do this. All right, so that's basically the hard part. Now this will simply connect up, and then you got to make sure that that little licky locky thing is in the right way.
Yep. We are glad to be back to doing some regular content. We had a lot of weeks there of RV reviews and videos and walkthroughs. Thank you for sticking it out. If you stuck it out that long, we had a couple of people complain about the fact that we were doing so many RV reviews. And I'm sorry about that, but a lot of it was to do with the fact that we were at the Hershey show and we videoed so many rigs. And the other thing was we had family stuff going on, and that was all the content we had. So like I said, you know, thanks if you stuck with us, and if you didn't, then you don't know that we're doing regular content again. Oh no. Oh no, I see one. So if you don't know what a stink bug is, that's one right there. Up there on the door frame. And I hope that we brought that one with us and they don't live here. Because I'm gonna be sad if we're gonna spend the next 2 weeks trying to keep stink bugs out. Y'all, one got on me in the bed and stunk me up before I knew. It was awful. If you never smelled a stink bug smell, it is bad, bad. And that was traumatic, to have one get on me in the bed. Like, that is not something you want to experience ever.
That's all there is to activate that one.
It's talking. Did you hear that? It's talking. It said,
Yeah.
Welcome to our vlog.
All right, so
The default code is 1234. It worked. There it goes. Unlocks. Yeah.
where'd my stink bug go?
He flew off.
All right, so
Actually, hopefully that works better than our other one. The other one was sticking a lot.
and Let's get a little door chime.
I know. It was talking earlier. Woohoo.
We're not going to go through changing the passcode on it because I don't want to have to blur out what we change it to. And
yeah.
So if you run into us in the next couple days and we'll break into our rig, it's the default code. All right, the next thing that we've got to change, and again, it's an easy one. My Mopa sensor, I don't know if any of you guys, if you're using these, I've got one that is blowing through batteries every 2 weeks. So I want to upgrade to the Pro version because they're more like a puck. But in the meantime, I'm just having to replace these batteries because it's starting to get that time of the year where it's cold and you need to stay on top of where your propane's at. I just use a pocket knife and wedge that in there and pull it out. This is the goofiest design. You have to actually take the board out to slide that battery out. And either I got a batch of bad batteries the past several that I've bought, or there's something going on with this sensor. But you just put it on there like that. Then close it back up. I'm gonna stick it on the underside of the tank, and this battery should be good. That's done. All right.
Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, the saving grace of Lenoir, North Carolina was our friends just happened to be about, I don't know, 60 miles up the road, 50 miles up the road. And we got to spend the entire day with Connie and Reed.
Oh, yeah.
So that was super fun.
Y'all, that made me so happy.
It did. It made me too. You know how sometimes you just need your tank refilled? That did it for us. We had a rough couple of weeks, and it was really nice to just spend some time with some really good friends. Fellow Switch crew members.
Yeah. Love Connie and Reed.
We love Connie and Reed. And Sue just happens to be Connie's mom.
That's how we found out she's a follower.
Yeah.
We saved this for last because I don't want y'all to think that we're promoting this or, yeah, we're promoting it. It's damn good stuff. But I don't want y'all to think that we're trying to get y'all to switch or buy.
Well,
this is just our personal findings. And here's the God's honest truth. We've always used Unique from the day of our travel trailer till we ran out about a month ago.
Yep.
So while we were at the Hershey show, we sought out a new brand that was on the market because we were out, needed to replenish. We'd already used TST. It does an adequate job. You know, I can't say it doesn't. So anyway, we found that this other manufacturer, we bought their show special, which was
buy 3, get 1 free or something like that.
Yeah, 3 containers of it, and you got 1 free. So we ended up with 4 of them. And we started using that. Well, it did not do a very good job at all. I mean, at all. I was getting clogs of toilet paper. I mean, I was really disappointed. So I called Unique up and said, hey, send us the link to where we can buy. This is what we usually use. It's their RV Digest, and it comes in a powdered form with a scoop. And this lasted us almost a year.
It's 120 treatments, right?
Yeah. And I put 2 or 3 scoops in the toilet, and then flush it down and put 2 or 3 gallons of water in it to kind of mix it up, and we have never had a problem with Unique, ever, not ever. I mean, not even a pseudo might be a clog. So anyway, when I told them that we had some toilet paper clogging issues, they did send us this stuff for free, and I have used it in the past. Typically, I would use this once or twice a year, and I would put it in the black tank and the gray tank, and then we would drive from one site to the next, let it slosh around, and then I would dump it. But I've never, this was preventative maintenance. I have never needed to actually do this to clean a black tank. Now, what I didn't know that they were going to send us is this. And y'all are basically getting to see it for the first time along with me.
And we'll probably never use it because Stella is pretty good at I mean, she never potties in the house.
Whether you're in an RV or if you're in a house, you may want to give this a try. And really, honestly, I think what we're going to do, because we don't have a need for this, the next person that we run into on the road that says that they have a pet or some pet stains, let us know and we'll give it to you.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think that's it. We finally got our black tank straightened out. Y'all, it was bad. I spent an entire half a day, over 300 gallons of water.
Yeah.
Some 11 full flushes.
Sorry, Delona Ridge. We used a lot of water.
Yeah, it was, I feel bad.
Next week or the week after, we'll tell you about the place we're at now, which so far is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And hopefully it continues to stay awesome. We have a tendency to get over a place in a few days and not want to be there anymore. Which that happened in Lenore like the day we got there. So Thousand Trails is free, but some of them are not nice.
So Lenore has one tourist attraction. It's a sinkhole. So you know you're out in the middle of nowhere when the only tourist attraction is a sinkhole.
That's pretty sad. And guess what? It's no longer an attraction nor a sinkhole. It is now a McDonald's.
They put a McDonald's on a sinkhole.
Yeah.
All right. I'm done. If any of y'all know where you can get Ace pear cider, let me know. I love this stuff. Also not endorsed or
Sponsored.
We'll
see y'all next week on our road less traveled. And
Stella said it's ass whipping time.
yeah.
All right, we're out, y'all. Bye.
Bye.